cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. Like iron from the fire, getting stronger. This is how legends are made. Above it all, untouchable, a new animal. This is how legends are made.
In the previous video, we talked about analog camera. But what do you prefer, analog or digital camera? But before that, let's talk about the digital camera's parts and its function. Are you ready? Let's start now. What is digital camera? Digital camera is a camera that captures photographs in digital memory. Most cameras produced today are digital, largely replacing those that capture images on photographic film. A digital camera takes light and focuses it via the lens onto a sensor made out of silicon. It is made up of a grade of tiny photosites that are sensitive to light. Each photosite is usually called a pixel, a contraction of picture element. There are millions of these individual pixels in the sensor of a DSLR camera. And now, let's talk about the parts. Let's start with the camera lens. This is where the light or image pass through and send it to the image sensor on where it is being formed, and save it into the digital memory, where the image is formed and save it into the digital memory. In digital cameras, the lens is commonly made up of sapphire crystals and they are attached to the lens barrel. Reflex and relay mirror. Most cameras now use reflex system for viewing and focusing. In this system, a mirror diverts to the viewfinder some of the light rays coming through the lens. Viewfinder. Like digital cameras, LCD monitors are used to compose and frame a scene. Viewfinders serve another important purpose. While looking through the viewfinder, you can steady the camera by raising it against your face, making the camera less prone to shake. Built-in flash is a flash of high lumen light that can be used in low light condition that helps you to take bright photos even at night, using the power of the battery to produce a flash of light. Mode dial or camera dial is a dial used in digital cameras to change the camera's mode. Most digital cameras, including DSLR and DSLR-like cameras, support modes selectable either by rotary dial or from a menu. On point and shoot cameras which support modes, a range of scene types is offered. Shutter button. In photography, the shutter release button is a push button found on many digital cameras, used to record photographs. When pressed, the shutter of the camera is released, so that it's open to capture a picture and then closes, allowing an exposure time as determined by the shutter speed setting. Next is cross keys, allowed to move back and forth between pictures and videos. LCD display is a liquid crystal display, or LCD is a flat panel display or other electronically modulated optical device that uses the light modulating properties of liquid crystals combined with polarizers. Liquid crystals do not emit light directly, instead using a backlight or reflector to produce image in color or monochrome. In short, this is a screen that helps you to play back your videos and photos. Play button. The play button is where you can play or pause the video when pressed. Next is the erase button. The erase button is just the delete button if you want to delete the image or videos you've taken. Next is memory card slot. This is where you insert the memory card for storage of photos and videos. Viewfinder. This is the viewfinder in their view. Just like we discussed earlier, this is where you look through and view the scene you wanna take. Command dial. This lets you adjust shutter speed, ISO, aperture, and white balance. Most cameras also make use of the command dial for navigating menus or controlling other context-sensitive functions like in manual mode. And last, grip. This part allows you to hold the camera better and more stable. It's just basically you have grip on your camera when taking photos. So if you're gonna ask me, which is better, the analog or digital camera? Of course, the digital camera is far better than the analog camera because digital camera is the most advanced technology right now, which composed of futuristic imaging sensors and additional features. I hope you learned a lot from our lesson. Until next time.